Oh, holy shit, babe, we're fucking married.
The only thing people actually regret, is that they didn't live boldly enough, that they didn't invest enough heart, that they didn't love enough. Nothing else really counts at all. You live life in glorious Technicolor, at full voltage, at 1,000 watts. You are wild, you are filled with humanity, with childhood, with such sacred stuff. That is the true genius of living and of loving, of feeling alive and of feeling loved.
The year was 2018. Lyman was recently single again after breaking yet another heart of a Dartmouth adjacent friend. I was sensing a pattern here, so I took it upon myself as his fourth little sis to have a breakfast heart-to-heart with Lyman while visiting San Francisco. We got deep. Lyman promised he was going to spend some time on his own instead of jumping into another relationship. Something about the way Lyman said these words made me feel like he actually meant it this time. I left the cafe feeling so proud of myself for getting through to him and was excited for his next solo chapter. 4 days later, you guessed it, Lyman was all in. I think I always believed in the whole opposites attract thing. And besides the fact that Tor is stunningly beautiful and Lyman is not, there was nothing opposite with them. But I quickly realized that's why they work. The biggest similarity, though, is how they care about and make time for everyone in their lives. Newcomers are never strangers for long, and they make their friends feel like family, and they have a knack for bringing people together. You two are some of my favorite humans on this planet, and I'm grateful that a late afternoon coffee stop led us to this amazing weekend here in Watch Hill.
I lived in Africa for a year, and in Africa, the concept of Ubuntu permeates. It means I am because of you. In an Ubuntu culture, people feel that they are nothing without those that surround them. It's a very collective psyche, which is different from our standard Western individualistic approach to life. Lyman approaches life with an Ubuntu collective psyche. He thinks in togetherness. If you're not doing well, he's not doing well. If you're stressed, he's stressed. If you're partying, hell yeah, he's partying.
Everyone here already knows how wonderful Victoria and Lyman are, both as individuals and as a couple. And I couldn't possibly cover all the ways in 2 minutes. So I had to get creative. And I decided, I'm going to search the word Lyman in my text and scroll all the way back and just find his first appearance. I stumble upon a text from Victoria, July 2018. She writes, "I went on a date with Lyman," to which I respond, "Who is Lyman?" The very first thing she says, "He's only 5'11", but he is so strong." Every time she tried to get rid of him, he somehow talked her out of it, because Lyman is nothing if not determined. He is a person who knows what he wants, and he was sure about Toria. And if you ever talk for Toria for longer than 5 minutes, you could anticipate that the decisiveness has been a blessing to all of us.
So there was one of many nights I was in the nursery. It was probably 3 or 4 in the morning. There's no lights on the house. The moonlight's shining through. I can still picture this all in my mind. And I'm holding her in my arms. I just thought to myself, there's no place on earth I'd rather be right now than holding her right now. It's like what I'm meant to be. It's what I'm meant to do. And I wouldn't rather be asleep. I wouldn't rather be on the ocean here or in the mountains or any place like that. I mean, that's where I wanted to be.
The reality, though, is I think that Lyman doesn't sweat the small stuff so that he can focus on the things that really matter to him in life. Watching you live life so fully and having the privilege to experience bits and pieces of it together along the way, the truth is that you've been looking after me. You show me how to not take life so seriously and to not sweat the small stuff along the way. And most importantly, you're always there when I need you the most. You're like a brother to me, and I love you.
I'll be thinking about you. I'll be thinking about
I'd like to raise a glass to Victoria and Lyman. I think it's a devotion that will be grounded in excellence, a marriage that I fully expect to send it for eternity. Cheers.
To something that could be random, serendipitous, takes a little bit of work, but honestly, it's the reason we're all here today, and honestly, may just meet the meaning of it all. Here's to love. To Lyman and Tor.
You're the song I come right back to every time. I'll be thinking about you.
As you go through life, you will always feel that sort of love for each other. You will always hold each other in your arms, figuratively and literally as often as you can. You know, even when things are tough, even if you don't agree on things, someone's indecisive, someone doesn't want to eat cheese, whatever it is. You will always hold each other in each other's arms and feel that love from one another.
I think about you.
Always give me what I need. Treat me like a lady. Always give me your body to lean on. When I'm in the dark, oh baby, you're the spark. I'll be running to you. I'll keep running to you.